A gray day across the area today, but all in all, it's been dry. There are a few raindrops that are just starting to inch their way into areas west of Nashville, especially southwest near Wayne County, right along the Alabama border. This is just the beginning of what is going to be a very wet Tuesday. So a steady soaking rain set to arrive during the overnight hours tonight. Just that, a soaking rain. No thunderstorms are expected. No severe weather is expected. And even with a good inch of rain expected in some spots, that's not enough to make flooding a widespread concern. So be prepared for wet weather. You don't need to worry about strong or severe storms. This is what it looks like right now. Thick cloud cover has been in place for almost all of the day. Temperatures still made it into the 60s, though. That's near normal for this time of year. Few light raindrops kissing our western tier, especially for areas southwest Wayne County. You're the first ones to be seeing some raindrops. So what we've been tracking all day is the dry air at the surface, because just like a sponge, it soaks up those raindrops before they can make it down to the ground. But eventually that sponge does get saturated and they do make it down. 60s is where we sit. Notice 63 down towards Savannah. Well, how we know how saturated that sponge is by looking at the dew point. So if the temperature and the dew point are right near each other, then you know those raindrops can make it down. Clearly, we've got a lot of work to do in Nashville. Good 30-degree spread there, much closer for areas southwest. That's why those raindrops can make it down. And there's a whole lot of raindrops headed our way. Warm front is stuck to our south, and most of the energy will stay south with this next system. That's why we're not looking at a thunderstorm potential, but the rain chances will ramp up steadily, especially once we get past midnight tonight. This is a look at Nashville specifically for tomorrow. By daybreak, 6 a.m., we'll have widespread showers. That will persist through about the lunchtime time frame. And then once we get into the early afternoon, the intensity will start to taper off and the bulk of the energy will start to pull away from us. So here's a quick peek at how that plays out with some computer modeling. Heavy pitter patter of a steady soaker by the morning hours. Like I said, this is 10 a.m. tomorrow. By lunchtime, it starts to wind down. And by sunset tomorrow night, we're drying off. Now, the ground, of course, going to be saturated on the backside of this. Some fog possible by Wednesday morning, but the rest of the week, not a typical work week for quite a few of us at this point, but the rest of the week looks to be dry. As far as how much rain we get from this, still looking like a ½ inch to an inch widespread. Expect the heaviest part of that rain to fall during the morning hours, as I mentioned, mainly between sunrise and lunchtime. Upper 40s is where we'll bottom out. Low 50s is where we land. So the mercury doesn't move much through this whole event. It's the wettest day. It's also the coolest day out of the next 7. So for the parents out there finding themselves in the homeschooling shoes like me, maybe plan some indoor activities to get the wiggles out tomorrow. Wednesday, it will be cool, but it will be dry, upper 50s. We are in the low 70s by the time we head towards the weekend. Looks like our next chance of rain beyond Tuesday, Rory, will be on Sunday.